Hello students, in the previous class we learned how to divide a polynomial using a monomial. But what if we have the divisor as a linear polynomial? Let's go ahead and see how to solve this. So first we have the polynomial px as x plus 3x square minus 1 and gx as x plus 1. You have to divide px by gx. Now before we actually get into division, the rule of thumb is to see whether your polynomials have been arranged in the descending order of the exponents. So let's take a look at px. Px, we have x raised to the power of 1 plus 3x raised to the power of 2 minus 1. So this is not really arranged in the descending order. I am going to go ahead and arrange it in the descending order. So my px becomes 3x square plus x raised to 1 minus 1 into x raised to 0. How about gx? Gx is arranged x raised to 1 and 1 into x raised to 0. So I can go ahead and solve this using the long division method. So I am going to write my dividend inside, which is 3x square plus x minus 1 and my divisor outside, which is x plus 1, right? This looks very difficult, but believe it or not, it's very easy. You just need to pay attention. So now I have x plus 1 as my divisor and the first term here is 3x square. Although you will be looking at this as two terms, when you look at the dividend, you're just going to look at the first term. So what will you multiply x plus 1 with to get 3x square? So in short, you just need, since you're looking at the first term, you just need to consider how you will get 3x square using this term. Let's say I multiply it with 3x. So this is do not worry about, see here you are going to get 3x into x is going to give you 3x square plus for this and 3x, right? Do not worry about this term. For now you just, every time you are dividing, you have to only keep into mind the first term over here, okay. So this becomes 3x, so x plus 1 into 3x is going to give me 3x square plus 3x, 3x square plus 3x, right. So when you subtract, this becomes negative and this becomes negative. Because it's positive and the sign was positive over here, when you negate it, this becomes negative. So this entire term cancels. Now minus 3x plus x gives me minus 2x and I will bring down minus 1. Note that I am bringing down the sign also, okay. So now x plus 1 into what will give me minus 2x, not just 2x but minus 2x. So I am going to write x plus 1 as it is, okay. Now x plus 1 into what will give me minus 2x. So minus 2. So minus 2 into x will give me minus 2x, right? And minus 2 into plus 1 will give me minus 2. Agreed? So I am going to go ahead and add this to the quotient. Minus 2 will give me minus 2x minus 2. Notice that I am leaving a lot of space over here because I have to add the signs. Now this is already minus, but when you add minus to this entire bracket, right, this becomes plus and this also becomes plus. That means it becomes 2x plus 2. This sign won't change over here, okay. So now minus 2x plus 2x cancels out, plus 2 minus 1 gives me plus 1. So my remainder is 1. Now writing this in the form of dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder, I get my dividend is 3x square plus x minus 1 is equal to my divisor x plus 1 into quotient, which is 3x minus 2 plus remainder. So my remainder is plus 1. So this is your px, right? X plus 1 is gx let's say I call my quotient qx and I call my remainder rx. Okay, so this becomes gx into qx plus rx. Now we will proceed with the second solved example. Let me quickly erase the board for you. So let's take a look at the second solved example. I will quickly write it. This is example 7, solved example 7 of your textbooks, where you have your polynomial. I am just naming the polynomial. Px is equal to 3x4 minus 4x cube minus 3x minus 1, and I have to divide it by another polynomial. Gx is equal to x minus 1. So you have to divide Px by Gx. Again, rule of thumb, you have to arrange your polynomial terms into descending order of the exponents. So let's take a look at Px. Px is 3x4 minus 4x cube. You see, notice that x square is missing. So what do? I am writing it for you. It will be 3x4 minus 4x cube plus 0x square minus 3x, this is to the power of 1, minus 1 into x raised to the power of 0. So now your dividend is complete and Gx is good enough. So let's go ahead and solve it. Three x4 minus 4x cube plus 0x square minus 3x minus 1. And this is going to be x minus 1. So x minus 1 is a linear polynomial. Again, what do we multiply x minus 1 in order to get this first term 3x4? Right? So what would you multiply x in order to get 3x4? I will multiply it by 3x cube. So this will give me 3x4 minus 3x cube. Correct? So I am writing my quotient over here, which is 3x cube gives me x minus 1 into 3x cube gives me 3x4 minus 3x cube. When you negate this, plus 3x4 becomes minus 3x4 and minus 3x cube becomes plus. I am just circling this for your understanding. Okay. So minus 4x cube plus 3x cube will give me 1x cube, which is nothing but x cube. I am going to bring down 0x square. Now x minus 1 into what will give me x cube? Minus x cube. So x into what is going to give me minus x cube? Minus x square. Notice that this is minus x square and not minus x the whole square. Okay. So this is giving me minus x cube. Minus x square into minus 1 will give me plus x square. So minus x square will give me minus x cube plus x square. Negative sign becomes positive, positive sign becomes negative. Minus x cube plus x cube cancels. Minus x square plus 0x square gives me minus x square. I am going to bring down 3x, minus 3x, right. So x minus 1 into what will give me minus x square? Minus x, right. So minus x into x gives me minus x square. Minus x into minus 1 gives me plus 1, plus 1x. So minus x gives me minus x square plus x. Negative becomes positive, positive becomes negative. Cancelling. Minus 3x plus minus 3x minus x gives me minus 4x. Finally, I bring down minus 1. So x minus 1 into what is going to give me minus 4x? Minus 4. Minus 4 into x gives me minus 4x. Minus 4 into minus 1 gives me plus 4, right? So this is minus 4 minus 4x plus 4. Minus becomes positive and positive becomes negative. Minus 4x plus 4x cancels out. Minus 4 minus 1 gives me minus 5. So my remainder is minus 5. Writing this in the form of dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder, we get, or do we have space? Yes, we do have space over here. So I need not make this messy. So my dividend was 3x4 minus 4x cube. You need not write this now, this is only for the purpose of division. I will write the sum as it is, minus 3x minus 1. So dividend is equal to divisor. My divisor is x minus 1 into quotient. My quotient is 3x cube minus x square minus x minus 4 plus my remainder is minus 5. So you can write this either as plus minus 5 or you can directly write it as minus 5. Either would do. So this is nothing but Px is equal to Gx into Qx, where Qx is nothing but the quotient, which is this plus Rx. Okay. Now notice that since we have a remainder, x minus 1 is not really a factor of 3x4 minus 4x cube minus 3x minus 1. We will proceed to the next example of your textbooks. So example 8. Px is equal to x cube plus 1 and Gx is equal to x plus 1. You need to divide Px by Gx. So Px is my dividend and Gx is my divisor. So you need to divide Px by Gx. Once again, you have to see whether your polynomials have been arranged in descending order of their exponents, and as well as whether you have all the exponents present in descending order. So Px you have x cube and directly you have 1 into x raised to the power of 0. How about x square and x? So I am going to go ahead and modify Px a little bit to give me x cube plus 0x square plus 0x plus 1, right? This is nothing but into x raised to the power of 0. And x plus 1, this looks complete because this is x raised to the power of 1 and 1 into x raised to the power of 0. Now let's go ahead and do the division by long division method. So you have your dividend as x cube plus 0x square plus 0x plus 1, right? And your divisor is x plus 1. So x plus 1 into what is going to give me x cube? Let me do the calculation here. X plus 1 into what is going to give me x cube? X square. So x square into 1 is going to give me x square. Sorry, this was x cube. X square gives me x cube plus x square. This is positive, so this becomes negative, positive becomes negative. I am circling this only for better understanding. You don't really have to follow this as a method, okay? But you do have to follow that the positive becomes negative and the negative becomes positive. So my x cube minus x cube gets cancelled. 0x square minus x square gives me minus x square. I will bring down my plus 0x. So x square in x plus 1 into what is going to give me minus x square as the first term. Let's take a look. X plus 1 into what is going to give me minus x square. Minus x will give me minus x square. Minus x into plus 1 will give me minus x, right? So this is minus x square minus x. Negative becomes positive, negative becomes positive. Minus x square plus x square cancels out. 0x plus x gives me x. Finally, I bring down plus 1. So x plus 1 into what is going to give me x plus 1? You need not go ahead and do this multiplication because it is very obvious that x plus 1 into 1 is going to give me x plus 1, right? 0. So here we are getting the remainder as 0. Hence x plus 1 is dividing x cube plus 1 completely, which is why we will say that x plus 1 is a factor of x cube plus 1. So I will write this in the format of dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So my dividend was x cube plus 1 is equal to divisor is x plus 1. My quotient was x square minus x plus 1 plus 0, which is nothing but x cube plus 1 is equal to x plus 1 into x square minus x plus 1. So this is nothing but Px is equal to x plus 1 x plus 1. Px is equal to Gx into Qx, where Qx is the quotient. So here we are done with the long division method. In our next class, we will go ahead and see what is remainder theorem. Thank you.
Hope this video increased your knowledge. For more such videos and a completely free educational content, log on to www.epathshala.org or visit our ePathshala YouTube channel. We have each and every question solved for maths, physics, chemistry and biology. So subscribe our channel, share with your friends, like our Facebook page and follow our Twitter handle for regular updates and important educational tips, and also win ePathshala goodies. So what are you waiting for? Subscribe this channel and enjoy the freedom of education.